What's up, guys? Matchstick Gamer here, bringing you some more Dragon Ball Super news and information. Today, in case you haven't figured it out, I actually have the trailer for the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie up for display. So, the goal of this video is to sort of react to the trailer, pause it at key moments, and then I'm going to debunk something that's been being said about the trailer, or more specifically about something that appears in the trailer. But we'll get to that. For now, let's begin. And start. Alright, just want to kind of pause it right here for a second and point out that, as you can tell, the art looks slightly different in the trailer compared to the Super anime. I don't know why this is, and I don't have an issue with it, but I will say the colors look like they're a few shades lighter, and just things are drawn slightly different. And again, this is not a problem, at least not for me personally. Maybe to you, the viewer, but for me, not so much. I also like how Goku's sort of like jumping around here, kind of get his blood pumping, getting ready for something. Let's continue. Alright, so now we can see there's somebody up on this cliff over here. We don't know who this is, but they're clearly powering up. Goku's getting ready to fight them. I should note Goku's clearly in base, so I guess he thinks he can take this dude on in base. Maybe he doesn't actually think he can, but he just wants to kind of test his current power against this guy. And like, okay, if I need to, I can go Super Saiyan and try a little harder. So let's continue. Okay, so huge thing to notice. Okay, so now the first conclusion I'm going to draw here is probably that this guy's a Saiyan. I say that because what little of his armor we can see appears to be very Saiyan-like. I would like to note, though, that the armor seems to be newer than the style that Cabba's wearing, because bear in mind, Vegeta did say that the style of clothing Cabba was wearing was the old Saiyan armor, so this looks newer than that, but it looks older than the style of armor that, say, Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz all came to Earth in. So I'm led to believe that this guy's probably a few generations newer than the style Cabba was wearing, but a few generations back from Vegeta and Goku and all of them, so I wonder how old this guy is. Just speculation here. Anyways, continuing. Okay, we get a glimpse at the guy's eyes. He has like a aura that's sort of green, but not green. It's like a weird, maybe a bluish green? I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but the dude's powering up. He does look angry. Again, I'm assuming this guy's a Saiyan. I could be wrong. And I just want to note back earlier whenever we were looking at his armor and stuff, he had like a weird like animal pelt wrapped around the waist. Just wanted to point that out. Huh. You know, just a thought. What if this guy is supposed to be like some Wukong, but he's a Saiyan or something? Like, I know that's what Goku was supposed to be, but wouldn't that be funny just to a degree? You know? Sort of like, I wouldn't say bring it full circle, but, you know. Anyways, just a thought. Alright, so let's just pause it again. Alright, so now some of the things I want to debug. Again, this trailer is only 32 seconds long, so I need to find where this guy is again. Now, there's a running theory in our community that this guy is Broly. I want to be clear in saying that it's not Broly. Now, you may be asking, how would you know that? You're not writing the film. You're not there during production. There's no way you could know these things. And you're right, I'm not there during production, but we know that Broly is not of Toriyama's design, and sure, you could go and point at, say, like, for example, Kel, who was not Toriyama's design, but she was yet incorporated into his story, and he made a character to go alongside her. So that's an example there, but the difference here is that they ran Kel by Toriyama first, after making her, of course. They ran her by him, and he was like, yeah, sure. With Broly, there's not so much that. Like, it's just he was made for a movie. Like, he's straight up a movie character from the original series of movies. And this guy doesn't even match up to Broly. For one, his skin tone is clearly darker. His eyes aren't the same color. His aura is not even the same shade of green, just to point out a number of things. I mean, this guy's clearly not Broly. His armor, he's even wearing Saiyan armor. Broly wasn't even wearing Saiyan armor. Broly was wearing, you know, standard cotton-looking garb and some metal to restrict his power and stuff like that. Yeah, this guy's clearly not Broly. So, as much as you probably want to see him, I am 99.9% sure that this is not Broly. Now, do we know this guy's name? No. Do we know how old he is? No. Do we know how strong he is? No. We're not even 100% sure if this guy's even a Saiyan. I'm just assuming that based on what little of his armor we can see. I can't even see if he actually has a tail, because this animal pelt that he has covering his armor makes it very difficult to tell. So, we will see. And again, we haven't even got a full look at this guy. Like, we got a long distance shot, we've got this up close image of him, and then we got another up close image of his eye when he looks angry. That's it. So, could this guy be a Saiyan? Possibly. Is this guy Broly? Certainly not. No, not even close. So, to those of you out there that are spreading that misinformation, please stop. Nobody wants to hear that. They're not going to use Broly in this movie, and there's no equation for this to be Broly. Does his character look cool? I mean, again, we haven't seen enough of him for me to make that proper judgment. I've made a lot of speculations in regards to his armor, and I could be completely wrong, but I do think it looks older than Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz style of armor that we've seen. But I don't know if it is in fact older. It could just be this guy got creative. Maybe he knew how to make Saiyan armor and just made his own set. And I'm just making speculation. Who knows? Like, I could be completely wrong on his armor. But anyways, what do you guys think of this trailer? Again, it's only 32 seconds long, so don't expect anything too epic. Do you like the art style and stuff? Because obviously this is a little early on to tell if the animation is going to be any good in the film, because, well, we haven't seen, you know, that much. We haven't seen that much to make that judgment. Probably won't be able to make a proper judgment call until the full movie comes out. So, anyways, that's enough from me, guys. What do you think? Comment down below. I've got nothing else to say. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down, because technically I do have the trailer playing, but I did block it, or not block it, excuse me, pause it at key points and stuff. But yeah, check out my official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch pages. Let's just watch a little bit more. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be a fairly good movie. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what Toriyama has done in terms of the story here, because Toriyama is writing the story for this film, so it should be pretty good. But that's all I got to say. Thank you guys, and peace.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.